Alright, working on some STD heads here. So these are the rejects out of the STD junk pile. So these are my heads here. This is a customer head. So the problem is there's an oil gallery in here that goes through. So right between the fins down there deep. See the hole in there? Kind of gets, this one has a big, where'd it go? There it is. This one has like a slot down in there. So what happens is it has a little bit of an oil gallery leak. So this is how long this tube goes in here. And right in there. See the oil gallery, the welding rod inside there. You can see it going over the hole there. Okay, they had a core shift problem at STD a few years ago, and a whole bunch of junk castings. It was only on these front heads, so these are 3 of them that are bad. So basically, you have the oil gallery goes through here, like this. And you have another gallery that goes through in here, and it comes all the way through the top up in here, feeds the rock drum. And it goes all the way down to here, see? Right there. And this one here goes in there and touches that one. So when you pull this out of the way, this one goes in further. Then you're going to put this one back in, it hits. So you can go in further, pull that one out. Gravity's not helping me here. There, now it goes past. So that's how that goes there. So we're going to have to do something to keep this from being a problem. Going in too far. If you go in too deep, then it gets up in the, it'll block off the oil gallery that feeds it. So we have to make sure we have this. Now this has internal feed and external feed on this head. Harley didn't have this hole on these external heads. STD makes them universal. Okay, so what I got to do is I got to eliminate this problem. Now what I didn't do yet, I didn't grab me a reamer. Or did I? I forget. 3/16 is this one. I don't know if this will fit in the hole or not. Yeah, Scooty. See how close to size they ream this stuff. Pretty close. Reamer won't go through. Yeah, too close. But I can flip it around and use that side. There we go. Okay, that's what I needed. I need something so I can't block the port off. So I can't go in too deep. See, I marked it here right on the edge. Can't go too deep. If I pull the reamer out, see how it went in further? Goes in too deep, see? Put that in there. Okay, so we're going to go that deep. So I need to shorten up the tubes here. Now these are different tubes that we have to play with here. These are all 3/16. So we have aluminum. It's a pretty thick wall. We have a stainless, that's a fairly thick wall. And then we have a precision stainless here. This might be even titanium, who knows. And it's thin wall. Some of these are thin wall ones, so you got a big oil gallery through it. So those two I'm going to use. So this is, I need to make 4 of them that are that long. It looks like there's not much material to do that. So that's what we're going to plan on doing with this stuff. So this is the customer head here. And you can see how he had a little bit of an oil leak right there. So he found that out after he put the bike together, and it had a gusher. So I got to clean this one up before I can put it in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press these things in there a little bit. They should just slip in, but the tubes aren't perfectly straight. They're going tight. I got to see how tight they're going to be. I'm going to use a little bit of a sleeve retainer Loctite on it, and then I'm going to put the 290 capillary wicking formula through the hole here and let it backfill. When it quits backfill and it's sealed, then it won't leak there again. Loctite's good to 350 degrees, so as long as it doesn't go above 350, shouldn't ever have a problem. Problem is 350 is not that heavy on a head. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. It's not that hot on the head. That could be a problem. Yeah. That might be a problem. How tight are these things? Yeah, it's just 187, which is same size as the head. So it's 88. Was reading 89 earlier, I thought. Now this is the bigger one. 189.5. This is the thicker wall one now. Let's see. And we're measuring 189. $193 right there on the edge. Yeah. Oop, stay put. All right, so what are we going to do about that? Even if you put a little JB weld in the hole down there, it'll be covered up a little bit with JB weld. That's still, JB weld's only good at so much temperature too. So I'll probably want to put a little bit of dab of JB weld down the hole, just between the fins, just to give it a little extra holding power. Don't want this stuff to be moving around, obviously. Anyway, these aren't just falling in the hole either. So it only goes in that far and stops, so only going in that far. It's not like these things are just going to fall out. Alright, so I got to cut these down to the length I need. Handy dandy tube cutter out. We're going to work on my head first. I'll be the guinea pig. Okay, I'm going to use the thinner one. That's this one. Okay, I already chamfered the edge a little bit. Let's see, I need a 2 7/16 max length. Yeah, pretty much 2/450. I take the piece of tubing here. It looks like about equally straight on both ends. Now the reason I'm not going to weld that up is I'd have to break the fin away to get in there, or cut it away, weld it, and then weld the fin back up. Which I could do. Be a lot of work. Be a hell of a lot of work. A little bit more work than I want to get into. Let's see, where's the end of the tube at? 350. A bit more. 430. That'd be 7/16. So I'm pretty much maximizing the number I need. Oh, great. What the hell kind of a tube is this? Jesus Christ. What the hell? Never done that before. See, it's threading it. What hell material is this thing? NOE. I'm not sure what the hell that is. Smooth bore stainless 28 wall and 20 wall. So that's all 304. Should be cutting it. And obviously this one here is not a very good cut. We'll try this one. Already got a mark going, right? 500. $450 again. Problem is trying to hold on to this thing. Pretty hard. Okay, let's see if that moved. 450. That's how hard I was holding on to it. I'm bending it. Let me straighten it back a little bit. Alright, there's our tube. Let's see how long we got it. 458. Okay, a little bit too long. So I could go grind this back just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hit on the grinder. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I'm going to stick my 3/16 Allen up in here. I got something to pull it out with if I get it. Here's the tube. Cut it down to 420, 2.425. I deburred the edge, clean it up. So now this is ready to go in there. So what I want to do, I want to clean the head out a little bit just to make sure there's nothing in here. Get the tube also. Blow it all out. Should be a nice clean surface now for everything to stick to. So this punch here will go on the inside. Make sure the holes are straight and clean. Because when I beat on the tube, it's going to crush a little bit probably. Now I want it to be slightly crushed to begin with. I just touched on my taper there a little bit. That jammed it in there pretty good. Just measure and see if it swelled up a little bit. Nope, did not swell it at all. This stuff is tough. Yeah, 189.5 now. Ah! Don't hit on the inside of your finger, it hurts it. We know this was 193 in the case there, so get a little more aggressive there. 191, 192. Okay, there's 94. Extra. Okay, 195. Yep, 194 right there. All we're doing is taping around the tip. But I want to go into the head tight. So 97, 97. Okay, there we go. We're up there now. Okay, that's 4 thou bigger than what the head measured, at least. Okay, so that's swelled up a little bit. I don't want to swell up the other side because I want to go all the way into the head without putting a chip in front of it. If I get a chip in front of it, I'll be screwed. This thing will lock up in there and really be in trouble. Okay, so this is ready to go in the hole. It's like that. Where's my Loctite at? So we got the sleeve retainer. And the sleeve retainer, it's going to lock up as soon as it starts, so if it doesn't go out instantly, we're screwed. So we want to go all the way down without sticking. Boy, that came out quickly. Soak up the excess there. Okay, nice little coat on there. I'm going to use my punch here to beat it in. Let's see what happens. We are already locked solid. There's any way that's going to go in there the way it is. That is pretty tight. Yeah. Get that out of the way. Quit moving. Just mushing it now. Bigger to hit with. And I get pretty well stopped. Okay, so all I did was roll it over. It's stopped. We're about 2 inches into there. It stopped cold. Two inches. Should be past our area I need to be. Barely. I think I'm just past the hole. Alright. So that went in there pretty tight. So now I'm going to have to cut this all off. So I'll have to do that in the milling machine. Things all crushed, folded over. Yep. Alright, so that was kind of a failure a little bit. It is in there though. So now I'm going to put the 290 on it. So capillary action stuff. I want to make sure this goes in all the way. Oh yeah, it does. We're not blocked. Okay, so this has to be sitting upright. And put a little bit Loctite, a little bit of Loctite into the screwdriver. I'm going to touch it. I need my smaller screwdriver to do that. Use my fine tip. So I'm going to put a little bit of, put a drop there on the end of it. Get it where I can see it. There's the light at. Put it right where I want it. There you go. See in there's a drop of it down in there. Maybe you can see it, I'm not sure. It's right on the crack. It's not sucking into it, so it's full. Okay, now I'm going to lay the head just straight up and down, let it sit. Alright, so that was one down. So, I'm not sure how that really went. I wasn't too thrilled about how that did. Okay, we're going to grab another head. We just happen to have another head to play with. Okay, this time I'm going to do a different, I'm going to put a reamer in here. Where's that reamer I had out? So this is our 3/16 reamer. Measure and make sure that's what it is. Yep. Take out the drill. The reamer in there. Okay, now I'm going to cut this hole with the reamer. Okay, so that's cut metal. Let me get my undersized reamer. So we got over-under reamers over here. So looks like we got a couple thou press fit going on at least. Okay, these are the dowel pin reamers, so these are going to be pretty close to 3/16. Let's see. Actually, it's 187. What's that? 165, 185. It's got to be 85. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty small. Okay, so I got the. These are the over-under reamers. So this is 186. So it's 188.5 and 186.5. So it's 1 thou under. So this one's 1 thousandths under. And this one had two to choose from. So I'm assuming there was a lip in that head, that's why the other one didn't go all the way. Even though I put a drill in there, didn't seem to be enough. Okay, this is 3/16. These are 185. There it goes all the way in. Okay, So whatever this one is, it worked. 185. So that was a small one. Next one up, or smaller. That one's smaller. This is 187. It's a half a thou under size, which would make it a half thou press all the way down. That'd be pretty tight. Cut just a little bit. Yep. Okay. This one would be 187. This would be right on size if I use this one. Theoretically. Let's measure 188. What's that tube at we just used? Thin wall, this one. This is 188 and a half, 189. 188. This is 187. There's 188 right there. Let's see. Theoretically, this would be a zero fit. All the way down. Okay, that did cut most of the way in. Okay, that did cut. Alright, let's see what this does. Okay, this one's going in all the way now, just about. Went that far before it got tight. Okay, so somewhere between the two might be what we want. But we don't know. We'll find out, right? Go ahead and cut another one off. Just why we do it on my heads instead of the customer's head first. That way we can screw it up 3 times before we figure out what we're going to do. 3450. tip on the end of it, so we should be good. Yeah. Keep onto it. There we go. A little bend in it. A little more grip straight to my right hand, my left. Still pretty tight though. Oop. Moved it. Grip tester. How many hundreds of pounds of pressure does it take to hold the tube when you cut it? About that much. Okay, let's see what we got for length this time. Okay, we got cut off about 40 thou. Right now we got big tips built up, so that's okay. So I'm going to take this one back and grind it off. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I ground it back, ground it down to 425 in length there, where I wanted it. I'm going to deburr the hole a little bit here. A little chamfer on the outside edge. And that one goes almost all the way in by itself. Okay, that's the tight end right there. Which means there must be a burr on there someplace. Okay, we're going to expand that side out a little bit. Oh, this just got a dirty edge in here still. Fit in the other one. There we go. Yeah, we did it. High spot in there somewhere. Wedging it up a little bit. Caliper 197, 198. Okay. Down here we're at 188. And the hole is 188. .87.5 is the reamer on that one spot. So they should be the same size right now. So see, it goes in there fairly far on some. So I've overcompensated slightly. Okay, let's clean this out. Woohoo! Big burrs on my table. Damn it. Dowel pin was digging in pretty heavy. Okay, I can dig into that all at once. Okay, so now, where'd my tube go? So this is the big side, small side. Okay, we're going to use the sleeve retainer on this side. I forgot to put this inside the hole. Oh, this one isn't drilled as deep as the other one. Yeah, we should be far. We're past it. Yep. Tube slightly up in the air. Okay, so that one there a little bit easier. A little bit easier than I want it to be. So you can see the tube down in the hole there. Maybe. I don't know if you can see in there or not. Where's the hole at? Put it on camera. Yeah. Right there it is. So I got the tube in there. See the stainless inside the hole there. Okay, now I'm going to put a little dab of Loctite in there. So I see where my studio went to. So I'm using a 290 again, capillary stuff. Nice drop right there. Way more than I need. Yeah, it's way more than I need. It disappeared. Looks like I might have soaked it up a little bit. A bigger drop on it. For a full-size drop this time. Yeah, I got it on the side of the head. Okay, now it's puddling up in there. Means I made a big mess. Now it's up in there. If you can see it in there or not. Oop, moving the camera around. Down there. Okay. So the excess is running away from it. So we'll hold it about an angle like this and let it set up. Okay, number 2 went in there. A little bit better than number 1, but still not quite how I want it. Well, we got number 3 to do, so This time I'm not going to ream it out to the second reamer. I'm going to keep it on the smaller of the two. I think it was this one over here. And this is 186.5. This one's 85, 86. This must be the bigger one. Yep, 88.5. So what I need is an 87. Which is what the one over there is supposed to be. It's 187. That's what this one's supposed to be. I'm not getting that though. Get the mic out. Mics are more accurate than calipers. That's 87. This one's 86.5. That's why you have mics instead of calipers. Calipers aren't accurate. At least not as accurate as mics. Okay, that's 88 3/4. It's 3/10 over. Okay, that's our biggest one. So if we use 87, that's going to be a thou tighter. 1.7 thou tighter. Yeah, I don't know if that'll go in. That'll probably go in really hard. One way to find out, right? Okay. I'm going to put the bigger one in there just a little bit. Not all the way though. That's enough. Going about an inch in on that one. Okay, we'll see how that works. If we don't like that, we won't go in that much next one. Okay, that one's cleaned up. Okay, I'm going to make up another tube now. Use up all this tube just testing. Customer's not going to like it if I make him go buy some more tubing. Huh? We got enough to do three more, I think. Yeah, probably enough to do 3. Be pretty close. Yeah, I think I'll just make it. So if we get a bed ST head, I got enough to do 1 more maybe. That's 3, 4, 430. How many inches we got left? Ooh, not quite. About 100 thou short from doing 2 full pieces. So I'm going to make his. I'm going to make one full length right there. I'm going to cut the other piece in half, and that'll be what I'm going to use for mine. Okay, I'm going to go cut these and I'll be back. You don't need to watch me do it again. Okay, these tubes are a little pinched. They don't want to quite swell out like I want them to. So this is our long one here. These two are progressively shorter. So the shortest one's about 60 thou undersize. Close enough. Okay, so I got to beat this out bigger, swedge it out a little bit. Use my pliers a little bit. What did I get up to? That was a little bit big, a 90, 91. Try this one. That's what's falling down. I was wondering what that noise was. Screws. Beating on the bench too much. Goes. Okay, this one here. Yeah. Switch out this side a little bigger. One more hit ought to do it. Go 97. Yeah. Okay, this is the good one. We're going to keep this for the customer head. Put that over there. Okay, this head here we're going to use. Next longest one would be this one. Goes in there like that. Definitely doesn't fit that way. Okay, sleeve retainer. Skimpy on the Loctite there. Okay, this is when we went in partially and stopped. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. It's safe to say that's in there pretty hard. So that one's going to have to be cut out of there again. Now this one barely even had a hole in it. You can see in there. I don't even see a hole in it. It's pretty fine. But we're going to put a little dab of stickum down in there anyway. Okay. Didn't really soak any of it in, just laying there. That's good enough for what we need. Alright. That's how we do it. So now we got to figure out we're going to script the next one. Okay, now we're going to do our STD head repair here. Okay, so how big of a hole has this one got in there? See in there a little bit. Yeah, blow up a little bit on there. Oil gallery leak right over in here. Way down in there, you see the hole through it. Big oil gusher. Okay, so this one here, we just need to clean the oil off of this thing. Squirt it a couple times to get all this oil out of here. A lot of residue on this head. In there. In there. Dribble, dribble. Okay. They're blowing all the way apparently. Okay, I'm going to put them more in there again. Okay, got that well blown out. We're going to get coming out the top over here. My fingers are up. Okay. So this is our piece of 3/16 tube, 20th thou wall. Okay. Got this all expanded out. I got goop all over my fingers. Okay, we cut this at 2.425 overall length. 27, now they swedged it a little bit. So we're 97 up here, 197. Over here we're at stock 189, 188, depending on where you're at. 885. So stock diameter. So I'm going to beat that in. Oil off of there. Let's see, I didn't ring the hole yet. Oops. Forgot to. Okay, this is the one. 187 is the hole size for this one. Too much came off. This is a 188.5. This is supposed to be the same size the tubing is. Let's see, where's the whole angle at? At the Reamer kind of figure out where it wants to go. The hell? Damn. Galling up in there. I know the other ones did that. Alright, that one's out. I went 2/3 the way in, not all the way though. Blow the chips out of the head without taking the rock rounds apart. Some chips come out. All the chips came out. Of course, now it's full of oil again. Cleaned up. Okay, I'm going to take our Loctite and stick it to it. Okay, that's our big side. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Those. Okay, up to 199 now. Okay, these are Loctite here. This is our sleeve tenor. This hole's a little looser, so I'm going to a little bit in the hole there to weten it a little bit. Okay. Alright. Hope this goes in. Let's find out. Big punch. Big punch, small punch. Oops. Knocked the head up a little bit there. Don't do that. It didn't fit in the hole no more. Attempt to swedge it bigger. the other smaller punch and swedge it a little bit. Get a little extra holding power, hopefully. Okay, I got black blow any Loctite left out. Hope there's nothing left in the hole there. Okay, now we got to file gasket surface slightly where the tube is sticking up, I think, just a little bit. And I put that one neck right by the head bolt hole. Did that on purpose, I'd leave my mark. Okay, knock that down. I'll come back later and open the hole up just slightly and make sure it's full open. Okay, now this one had the hole in there. Go and take our little 290 Loctite here and put a drop of this down there right where the sweet spot is. Boom, right on it. Nice big drop of it. It's not soaking in though. I don't know if you can see in there or not. The camera to see. Got a weird angle. I can't see. You gotta look at the camera. It's down in there somewhere. There it is, right there. The green dot. Alright, we're gonna let that set. Okay, we're going to let those sit overnight and let the Loctite do whatever it's going to do. So I get all four of them laying out over here. Just the customer one here. So where's that mark at? There it is right down there. Gonna let that set up. And tomorrow I'll probably come by and do a little JB weld on there maybe. Put a little bit on there. Secondary sealing action just in case. And we'll see how that works out. Now if I use one of these heads on my race bike, I'm not going to do anything externally. I'm just going to run it and see how it holds up without doing the JB weld on it. So I'm not sure which head we're going to use. Obviously I'm going to have to cut that little dimple off the top there. We don't need to make it seal. So I'm not going to be using the side roller head, which is the other one with the big tube sticking out. So either this head or this head. Let's see, that had seats in it. This one had seats in it too. Damn. I have to pick which one's the worst out of the two. They look like they're identical. Yeah, these all look good. Alright, we'll see what happens and then come back tomorrow. Alright, that's it for now.